let's see how the PSA to PO migration path is designed by Microsoft. Um, well, I have some screen grabs because I cannot really show you the demonstration of how the migration is happening. But when I tried it, I actually tried to grab the screen captures as much as possible to get you the glimpse of what exactly the steps you should do, perform, and certain things that you should actually take care of during the migrations. So I had already one environment that I replicated from my production, or you can say with a lot of data, so as to try migrating and seeing how successful is it and what all challenges can come up. So you can see this is an admin Power Platform page which we have opened up. I could see PSA installed here, and I actually wanted to go and upgrade myself to PO. So what I did is I went inside the admin Power Platform and I clicked on install app button. There I see this, and I could see Microsoft Dynamics 365 project operations, which is enabled. You just have to select it and click on next. And then it asks you to agree the terms and conditions as usual. And then you have to click on install button. After the installation, you have to, yes, this is exactly going to be happening, but you have to wait for a certain duration to see whether it is really successful in the first shot or it gives you an error. Mostly you should expect an error to come because a lot of things are deprecated in PSA, which will not be taken forward into PO environment. So you will see some errors coming and you will see a message called as installation failed. So what next? So you need to go and check the errors, and how do you check the errors and how to resolve them is something that we'll go and check now. So after you seen the installation fail, go in your project service environment. You will see on the settings area an upgrade logs button. Just select the active upgrade runs view and pick up the latest one that is calling in for a failure. Just open this summary and you will see a lot of failures here inside. There are more than 15 logs that have created in one of the logs area. Just be interested in which has been failed. The success is really not a factor now. So when you click on each of the failures, I'll go back. You can see this link. You click on that, you open up, and then if you hover over it, it'll give you a very long list on each of the failures. It is very easy to read them and try to figure out what are the kind of errors that are coming. So there are merely 3 to 4 types of issues that are regularly faced. So this is an issue one where you have 20 plus resource assignments on a single task done. Meaning there are more than 20 resources assigned on a single task, and when you're migrating from PSA to PO, this is not allowed. So you need to reduce the number of resource assignments done. So how do you do that? Okay, so and in fact you can read it here also. How do you understand which all projects are there where there are more than 20 resource assignments done? So you can read project name here. This is the project. Which are the tasks also mentioned here? So it becomes very easy for us to directly navigate to the projects where these issues are coming up. So likewise, it'll give you in one project all the tasks as well as all the projects with all the tasks in them. So one by one, you will have to sit and resolve these issues. I know it can be cumbersome at time, but this is how it is. We have to resolve these issues. So the resolution was what I did. I found a very simple way. I tried to do an advanced find on the resource assignment. You already know the project names. You already know the tasks. Then just do an advanced find and try to go to the resource assignment that are coming one by one and try to delete the resource assignment. This is the resolution of first issue that comes, but you need to do it for all the projects and all the tasks in those projects that you are facing the issues with. This is the first issue. The second issue is the roles should not be assigned to the summary task. Now, what does that mean? When we used to create projects, we are still creating projects in the manner that you have a header task and then subtasks beneath them. So what the migration path says is, if you have a summary task, a header task, and beneath that there are subtasks, you cannot assign roles onto the header tasks. So any which ways, role was long deprecated back in PSA environment, and they were always provoking not to use role as much possible, role as a field. So here they want us to remove any role assignment done on the summary task. You can read it here, the project name again. So, you can just hover over it and then you can see, you can hover over these errors here and you can see this. The project name is written down and the task name on which they will specify where you have to go and remove the errors. So like this, you see this management task is the summary task, TC is the summary task, project team is a summary task. You need to go open these tasks which are mentioned and then see the role. So there are some roles that are assigned. You need to remove them from here and click on save. So again, it's a cumbersome activity. You need to go to all the project, all the tasks where there are these errors mentioned and remove the roles from them. So this is the second issue. Now comes the third issue which you're facing are the resource assignments. They should not be assigned to the summary tasks. Like they didn't want the role to be assigned to the summary task. They didn't want the resource assignments also to be assigned to the summary task. So one by one, you need to go open. Again, I did the advanced find. I just opened the resource assignments on the summary tasks, figured them out and went on deleting them one by one. So this is how I did for the resource assignment on the summary task. So this was the third and the last one, the last issue that I faced was task duration should be between 0 to 100 and 1,250 days. Again, earlier it was possible, but now when you are actually migrating, the efforts or the number of days that you put cannot be more than 1250. So I had to go and manually reduce those number of efforts and then resolve them one by one. Well, there'll be very few tasks normally because 1 to 5 number of days is quite a huge number of days for a particular task to get executed. So that is why you see my list is very small, depends on scenario and situations for each one of you. But yeah, again, go and reduce the number of duration from each project in the schedule, or you can even do an advanced find, whichever way you feel is comfortable for you to do it. So these were, I think, main four issues that I failed. After that, I went into the admin portal again and click on install button. I think it failed a couple of more times, but again, these were the only four issues that I faced. I kept on doing this repeatedly until the installation shows installed and successful here.